Good afternoon, everyone. We will begin shortly. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, sir. Good morning, all.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hi, everyone there in RIT India. Nice to see you on board.
Yeah, hello.
We are still waiting for the others to be virtually join us. For the moment, you can just enjoy the video presentation from Bicol University while we're waiting for the other provosts. Thank you very much.
We could exercise just where is the list of people who will be there in the announcement?
We cannot hear you clearly, Professor, Dr.
After headphones.
Hi, sir. Good morning there.
Yeah. Then we have Dean for Student Development, Professor Jugalkar.
Good morning, sir. Dr. Ellen Jugalkar.
Hi, good morning, sir. Pleased to meet you too.
Yeah, then we have our head for Management Studies Department, Professor Hemlata Gaikwad.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning, ma'am. Pleased to meet you. Thank you.
And I'm here. Yeah, I'm here as director, Dr. Sushma.
Hi, Dr. Sushma. I already saw Professor Shailish.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we
Shailesh is there. He has gone to bring some papers.
Okay, no worries. Okay, for the meantime, you can enjoy first the video presentation while we're waiting for the others to get on board. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Yes.
A pleasant afternoon to everyone here in the Philippines and a pleasant morning there in India. We are live here via Zoom conferencing and FB Live through the Communications and Public Relations Office at Bicol University General Administration Support and Services Conference Room, Ricardo A. Bonta Building. I am Abigail Choema Bainsa and I will be the host for today. Welcome to the virtual signing of the General Bilateral Agreement on International Cooperation and Inception meeting between Bicol University Philippines and Rajarambapu Institute of Technology, India. Foremost, may I invite the officials of Bicol University and Rajarambapu Institute of Technology to introduce themselves. Let us first begin with the provost from Bicol University, followed by the provost from Rajarambapu Institute of Technology. May we have first Sir T.
Thank you very much, Abby. Pleasure to meet all of our dear friends from RIT India. Pleasant afternoon from the Philippines and good morning there in India. My name is Dimson Moral Rivero and I am the Director of the International Relations Office, Bicol University, Philippines. Thank you.
Now let us have Dr. Mary Joy Katangi.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mary Joy B. Katangi, Dean of Bicol University, Pulangi Campus. Thank you.
May I also ask Sir Jonathan to introduce himself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning to our colleagues, friends from RIT India. I am Dr. Jonathan Arroco. I am the Dean of the College of Industrial Technology. Thank you.
You may now take your turn, Dr. Gonzalez, to introduce yourself.
Good morning to the officials of RIT and good afternoon to all the esteemed officials of the Bicol University headed by our beloved President, Dr. Noli Mascarenhas. I am Ami Gonzalez, Dr. Ami Gonzalez, an engineer by profession, the Dean of the College of Engineering. Nice meeting you everyone virtually.
Let us also listen to Dr. Luis.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Luis Amano, the Vice President for Research, Development, and Extension. Good afternoon, Philippines. Good morning, India.
Please introduce yourself, Dr. Bartolata.
Hello, I am Joseph Bartolata, the Vice President for Administration and Finance. Here's wishing everyone the best of everything today. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Attorney Bartolata. Now let us listen to Dr. Amelia De Rosa. Ma'am Annie.
Hello, sorry. Good afternoon from the Philippines and good morning in India. I am Amelia A. Dorosan, the Vice President for Academic Affairs, and we would like to express our welcome to you for this afternoon's event.
And of course, the Bicol University President, Sir Noli.
Thank you, Abby. Good morning to our new partners from India. This is Dr. Noli Mascarenhas, President of Bicol University. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Noli. May I now invite Professor Shailesh to call on the provosts of Rajaram Institute of Technology for their self-introduction.
Thank you. First of all, very good afternoon to all. And of course, we are glad that we are having this meeting. Actually, I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Dimson. So, first of all, I would like to introduce RIT team. I request Dr. Kakade sir to introduce himself. Yes, sir, please.
Good afternoon to all officials in Bicol University. I am Dr. A.B. Kakade, Dean Research and Development, and I am engineer by profession.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now I would like to request Dr. Sarpati sir to introduce himself.
Hello there. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Satyajit Patil. I'm serving as Dean Quality Assurance. Thank you. Yeah, I'm professor in Automobile Engineering Department.
Now I request Dr. S.K. Patil sir, please.
Yeah, good afternoon all. I am Dr. Sachin Patil, professor in Mechanical Engineering Department and handling the responsibilities of Dean Academics RIT.
Thank you. Now I request Dr. Hemlata madam to introduce herself. Madam.
Good afternoon all. I am Dr. Hemlata Gaikwad, specialization in human resource management, and I am heading Management Studies Department.
Thank you. Now I request Dr. Jubulkar sir. Sir, please.
Good afternoon all. I'm Dr. L.M. Jubulkar, professor in Mechanical Engineering Department and working as a Dean Student Development.
Thank you. Now I would like to request our director madam to introduce herself. Madam.
Yeah, so good afternoon to everyone in Philippines. I think it is a great moment for us to sign this MOU with you and in the areas which we have already identified. And I'm Dr. Sushma Kulkarni, Director of this institute. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we video? Hello, ma'am. Can I have one short video of the RIT so that everyone can see the campus? Can we have a short video?
Later, we will have your. We will have the video presentations later, Professor Shailesh. For the meantime, I would like to say thank you, Professor Shailesh, for facilitating the self-introduction of the provost in your university. And also thank you, sirs and madam, for all of your self-introduction. So to guide us in this undertaking, let us stay silent for a while as we invoke the presence of our Lord.
Lord, as we begin today, we ask freshness of your Spirit, that out of confused issues may come simplicity of plan, that out of fear may come confidence, that out of hurry may come deliberation, that out of frustration may come guidance. Let us get to our work, not head first, but heart first. May we be able to disagree without being disagreeable, to differ without being difficult, to be honest without tension, and frank without offense, in an atmosphere of team spirit. Amen.
At this juncture, may I give the virtual podium to the ever-supportive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Amelia A. De Rosan, for the welcome remarks.
Thank you, Abby. Good afternoon again from the Philippines and good morning in India. This is a wonderful and pleasant day for Bicol University and the Rajarambapu Institute of Technology. And in behalf of Bicol University and the officials of the Bicol University headed by our beloved President, Dr. Arnulfo M. Mascareñas, I would like to welcome you all to this afternoon's event regarding the virtual signing of the General Bilateral Agreement between Bicol University in the Philippines and the Rajarambapu Institute of Technology in India for our international cooperation and eventually the inception meeting after the GBA signing. We would like to express our gratitude to the officials of both universities for the efforts that we have come up with in order to officialize this cooperation. And on behalf again of Bicol University, we would like to especially welcome the provosts of the Rajarambapu Institute of Technology. We have Dr. Shusma Kulkarni, the director of the RIT, Dr. Sachin Patil, or the Dean of Academics, Dr. Abhijit Shah, the Head Training and Placement Office, Dr. Himlata Gaikwad, the Head of Master in Business Administration, Dr. Lalit M. Jugulkar, the Dean of Students, Dr. Satyajit Patil, the Dean of Quality, and Dr. A.B. Kakde, the Dean of Research and Development, and finally, Professor Shailesh Shirgupikar, the head of the Global Education and Exposure Cell. Now, also, I am happy to welcome the University Provost of Bicol University, headed by our President, Dr. Arnulfo M. Mascareñas. Of course, we have our Vice Presidents, the Vice President for Administration and Finance, Attorney Joseph Bartolata, the Vice President for Research, Development and Extension, Dr. Luis Amano, the Dean of the College of Engineering, Dr. and Engineer Ami Gonzalez, the Dean of the College of Industrial Technology, Dr. Jonathan Arroco, the Dean of the BU Polangi Campus, Dr. Mary Joy B. Katangi, and of course, our beloved Director of the International Relations Office, Dr. Dimson Rivero. So indeed, we are very happy for this rare opportunity to be with the Rajarambapu Institute of Technology, for us to be able to strengthen our partnership and come into reality whatever we will be able to discuss in today's meeting after the virtual signing of the General Bilateral Agreement. We hope that we will be able to make this. Thank you very much, and a wonderful morning in India and good afternoon in the Philippines.
Thank you very much, Dr. Annie, for your warm words of welcome. Let us now listen to the messages of the two university presidents in this partnership. Let us first listen to Bicol University's highly esteemed President, Dr. Arnulfo Mascarenhas.
Thank you, Abby. To Dr. Susma Kulkarni, Director of Rajarambapu Institute of Technology, other officials of RIT India, to my fellow workers and officials of Bicol University. Good morning to our partners from India, and good afternoon to my team Bicol University. It's my great pleasure and privilege to be part of the significant partnership with the Rajarambapu Institute of Technology. I am happy to welcome to the roster of Bicol University's partners, our friends from Rajarambapu Institute of Technology, who joins us today for this virtual signing of the General Bilateral Agreement on International Cooperation and Inception meeting. We are at the forefront of this continuing struggle to survive this pandemic and somehow create a semblance of normalcy. It's not easy to continue embarking on the path towards internationalization as we bear the brunt of the COVID-19 global health crisis. But our prospects are getting better, and hope is always present as we have started massive vaccination drive for our dear students. We hope that with this development and a continuing support for international projects coming from reliable and productive partners like your institution, we could get back on the right track in terms of fielding our faculty members and students through knowledge generation and technology transfer by way of collaborative projects in research, extension, and instruction. We look forward to a promising partnership with your institution, and rest assured that from our end, we will be an equally great partner who is willing to find ways for both our interests and advocacies to be supported. Thank you very much. And again, good morning to our new partners from India and to my colleagues from Bicol University.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nolly, for your message. And now let us listen to the director of the Rajarambapu Institute of Technology, Dr. Sushma Kulkarni.
Yes. So good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the virtual dais in Philippines from Bicol University. Honorable Dr. Arnulfo Mascarenhas, Dr. Emilia, then Dr. Ati Joseph, Dr. Louis Amner, Dr. Emilia Gonzalez, Dr. Jonathan Arapo, Dr. Maggie Joy, and finally Dr. Dixon, the one who is connecting us with your university. So warm welcome on this great day, and I'm really very happy along with my team of deans and HODs that we are signing this agreement. If everything had been normal, then I think we would have visited your university, or you would have visited us in India in the campus of Rajarambapu Institute of Technology. But I think within next 6 months, everything will become normal, because India has also touched mark of 100 crores for the vaccination. And I think your country is also doing very well. So very soon, with the vaccination, the confidence level will improve, and the travel restrictions will go away. I'm very sure with this partnership, with this MOU, we will have a good number of student, scholars, research scholars, faculty exchange and transfer programs, which will benefit both the universities, which will lead to globalization, which will open the doors of culture, tradition of different countries. It will give a big vision to our students, our faculty, that what are the best practices in other country, what are the knowledge advancements, what are the technological advancements which are going in other countries. So I'm very sure with this MOU, we will have some joint research projects, we can have joint conferences, webinars, and lot of things we can do together, publish papers, publish quality journal papers, because we have a journal named as Journal of Engineering Education Transformations, which we publish from our campus, and it is a Scopus Index journal. So it works specially on the research in engineering education. So I think both of us can use our strengths and enhance the partnership, and in whatever possible way, let us work together and make this world a better place to stay for everyone. So thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sushma. To present a brief profile of their respective universities, we have the Director of the International Relations Office for Bicol University, and once again, Dr. Sushma Kulkarni for Jarambapu Institute of Technology. Sir Dean.
Okay, thank you very much, Abby. Allow me to share the screen for the profile of Bicol University. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our beloved university in the Philippines. We have Bicol University. It's also my pride to talk about the profile of excellence of our dear university. But with that, I'd like to greet each one of you there in India. Shubh Barakat, good morning. And of course, good afternoon to our friends here in Bicol University. You can see there, it's Mayon volcano, the most active stratovolcano in the Philippines, and that stands about like 8,077 feet in height. So if you soon visit our country, particularly Bicol University, we will tour you around the beautiful, most active, but harmless volcano in our place. So with its majestic, perfect cone, you will be in awe. Okay. So the profile of excellence of Bicol University, we are actually a comprehensive university. Bicol University as a comprehensive university is an institution of higher learning. In fact, we have this complete research facilities and of course, teaching facilities with a wide array of academic offerings. We have the basic education department. We also have the college or the tertiary level. Then we also offer master's and doctorate level for our graduate and postgraduate studies. We are also a leading university when it comes to the trifocal mandate of our Ministry of Education, and we call that as the Commission on Higher Education in the Philippines, along the area of research, along the area of education or teaching or academics, and of course, social responsibility or the social engagement, or what we call here in the Philippines, extension. We are also an ISO certified university, and just so recent, we were awarded with a 3-star in the Quaccarelli Simons for being the 3-star QS ranked university in our country. Aside from that, we also have like 7 campuses. We have the main campus. We also have like the East Campus, where Dr. Jonathan Arroco and Dr. Amelia Gonzalez are actually right now. Geographically, they're in one office or in one campus. We also have the Raga Campus. We also have the Ginobatan Campus or the BUCAF, and the Pulangi Campus, where Dr. Joy Katangi is physically present at the moment. And we also have the Gubat campus and the Tabaco campus. From and among the 7 campuses, we have over 21,000 students with 628 teaching personnel, and of course, 339 administrative staff. Aside from that, we also have like 3 institutes, 13 colleges, 59 departments, and of course, 66 accredited programs. Aside from that, we have 99 baccalaureate courses offered all across the 7 campuses, 44 masteral courses, 8 doctoral courses, and of course, we have the 2 dual degree programs. This is actually our collaborative venture with the University of Liverpool in United Kingdom. We are offering a dual degree program on Master of Science in Sustainable Food Systems and Master of Science in Advanced Biological Sciences. In fact, we have already graduates from this program. They stayed here in our university for a year, and they were able to study also in UK for 1 year for the advanced for the Master of Science in Sustainable Food Systems. Aside from that, we are also known as a nationally recognized university in the Philippines, being the center of excellence in teacher education. We are also the center of development in nursing education and the center of development in fisheries education. Aside from that, we are also a research and public service university in the Philippines. In fact, we have 6 research centers. We have the Regional Center for Science and Mathematics Education. We also have the Center for Technology Commercialization and Enterprise Development. We have the Center for Gender and Development, Regional Center for Food Safety and Quality Assurance, and of course, the Center for Teaching Education. As a top performing university, we have the following flagship programs. We are performing very well when it comes to the licensure examination in the Philippines. We are we're doing well in the engineering education or engineering courses such as the mining, chemical, mechanical, electrical, agricultural, geodetic, and civil engineering. We're also performing very well when it comes to the midwifery and nursing as far as the health education is concerned. We are also doing well in the social work, accountancy, architecture, chemistry, of course, teacher education, fisheries, agriculture, and of course, forestry. As a globally competitive university, as of the moment, we have 44 partners, international partners from the 3 continents, namely Europe, North America, and Asia. From and among the 17 countries, to name Belgium, France, Germany. We also have partners in Poland, Finland, United Kingdom, Russia, Spain, United States of America, Turkey, China, Japan, South Korea, Bangladesh, of course, in India, Taiwan, and Indonesia. As a state-of-the-art university, we owe a lot to our university president for pushing the infrastructure development program in our university. And we have a lot of infrastructure projects underway to its fruition or to its completion. So hopefully when you come to the Philippines, to our university, once the pandemic is over, you could enjoy the rest of our, humble abode, and to welcome each one of you here. Okay, so Bicol University is dead serious when it comes to promoting a responsive and efficient academic governance, enhancing the resource endowment of the university. We are also serious when it comes to offering market-driven and relevant academic programs, as far as strengthening the foundation for research, development, and extension, developing a critical mass of top students and outstanding faculty, and of course, modernizing infrastructure facilities. Indeed, Bicol University is a world-class university producing leaders and change agents for social transformation and development. To end my presentation, allow me to give you a few minute clip about Bicol University. So it's kind of like touring you around virtually in our university. Just enjoy. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Bicol University at its finest, breaking boundaries, building milestones. Thank you very much, Abby.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rivero. May I now give the virtual podium to Dr. Sushma for the presentation of the profile, for the brief profile of RIT.
I would like to request Dr. S.K. Patil sir, who is Dean Academics. He will present and give the details of our institute.
Good afternoon to dignitaries of Bicol University in the digital platform, as well as good morning to the dignitaries of RIT. I am Dr. Sajid Patil, Dean Academics, now going to present the brief about the RIT. I request Shailesh sir, please start the presentation. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide. That. Yeah. RIT is located near Pune, around 200 kilometers from the Pune and around 400 kilometers from the Mumbai, that is Bombay. So you can see the location of RIT on world map. Next slide, please. Next. Okay. Our Rajaram Institute of Technology, that is RIT, is established by freedom fighters. Rather than RIT, we can say RIT is under the society, that is namely Kasega Education Society. So this society established by freedom fighter under the leadership of Rajaram Patil in 1945. He was the actual teacher of Rajaram Patil school, and he has established this Kasega Education Society. At present, in Kasega Education Society, more than 25,000 students are studying in this society. Okay. So Rajaram Babu Group consists of sugar factory, milk dairy, oil extraction unit, textile mills, and under our society, 38 schools are there. 11 technical, IT, pharmacy, nursing, management institutes are there, and more than 25,000 students and 1,350 employees at present under the Kasega Education Society. So our Rajaram Institute of Technology started under the society in 1983 as per the Government of Maharashtra Self-Financing Act. At present, RIT running 8 UG program, 9 PG program, 1 MBA, 4 diploma programs. We are also having 3 PhD programs and 1 PG diploma in PMKVY, that is Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana courses. And these all courses are offered by RIT. Next slide, please.
Yeah, I'll just explain the 38 years of growth of RIT. So we had a humble beginning in 1983, and from 1983 to 1990 was a time of hard work and courage, because this has a rural location and it was very difficult to get the faculty during that time, because the basic qualification required was post-graduation in engineering. So that time the focus was on pedagogy and skill development of students. Even the faculty qualification upgradation was a challenge. And that time we just started with 3 undergraduate programs with an intake of 180. Then the period of 1991 to 2002. So this was a period of discipline, and we emerged as an emerging experimenting institute in our region. We got our courses accredited, we were benchmarking ourselves. Then we in fact started more number of undergraduate programs, and whatever academic processes were there, they were standardized. We also had quality circles in our institute for the development of faculty as a human resource. And then from 2003 to 2012 onwards, this was a period for striving for achieving excellence. So we started with the finishing school. We were having MOU with foreign universities. We started having a global approach. Then we also became an autonomous institute. And very important part was that we were part of the Technical Education Quality Improvement Program, which was an initiative of World Bank, and it was implemented through the Ministry of Human Resource Development India. And we got a funding also in first phase, we got a funding of 9.6 crores and second phase 6 crores. So this funding has really helped us, to establish our institute as one of the reputed institutes in the region. And then we very strongly did benchmarking and accreditation by National Board of Accreditation India. And then 2013 onwards, our quest is for global recognition. And as you see today, we are signing MOU. So today we have around 11 MOUs with different universities all over the world. And we are focusing on incubation, entrepreneurship development. We have our curriculum designed in such a way that right from first year to final year, students start thinking of providing employment rather than getting employment themselves in the industries. We want them to provide employment to the people around them so that it will lead to the community development also. Generally, what happens, students study here and move to bigger cities, urban areas. And that is something which is having a lot of rush in the urban areas, and we want to prevent that migration. Then our focus is on industry collaboration. We have industry internships for the students. We take live projects of the industries which students work on. Very good governance practices. We have transparency, empowerment of faculty. And there is set up, this year we have also set up community radio station, which we have named as Radio Sugar 90.8 FM. Even you can, I think, download the app of Radio Sugar from the website and you can listen to our program. But of course, they are all in our local language because it is for the development of community. So it is in the local language. So this is our journey of 38 years. Some of the achievements, I think SK Patel sir will take over.
At present, RIT is under the second phase of autonomous status. So we are the autonomous institute. So we got the academic autonomy. So we can design our curriculum. We can deliver as per our way, and we can also evaluate by our own. That is autonomy second phase. Our institute is NBA accredited program, all lingual program that are accredited by the National Board of Accreditation. That is by Government of India. As mentioned earlier by Dr. Sushma Kulkarni, that we are publishing one journal named as the JEET, that is the Journal of Engineering Education Transformation. And this journal we are publishing since 2014, and this journal is Scoopus Index. So we are also NAC A grade. Then TechUp, that is as mentioned earlier, Dr. Kulkarni, that is Technical Education Quality Improvement Program funded. And this really helped us a lot to develop our institute. So TechUp phase 1 and phase 2, we got the funding from the Government of India. We are also having the international collaboration 11 MOUs with the different universities, foreign universities. And we are also having the NIRF ranking in 2016. We are at 75th, and now in 2020, in the band of 250 to 300, our institute rank in NIRF. Research base of RIT is really good. Total 47 patents we have filed, 8 product commercialized out of that 47. And in last around 3 years, we got more than 2 crore rupees external research funding by different agencies like AICTE. That is, we are having one more agency like Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology. So from different funding agencies and government, we got more than 2 crore funding in last 3 years. As we are promoting entrepreneurship, so under that, we are having Netra RIT TBI, that is incubation center is there, and under that section, this particular Netra RIT is we are registered under Section 8 company in India, and we have received 5 crore rupees funding for this Netra RIT, and at present in our institute we are providing the different facilities to the new startup employers, new startup entrepreneurs. So for that, under that, 13 startups at present running in RIT campus itself. And one more, I'm really happy to share that recently RIT is elected for Idea Lab, and through government we received more than 1 crore rupees funding by AICTE. Next. So vision of RIT, we want to be a globally recognized institute committed to excellence in academic, research, knowledge creation, delivery to develop socially responsible profession. So definitely we want to work in academics, in research, as well as to create and disseminate knowledge, and we want to develop our student which will be socially and responsible profession, and then they can able to compete compete globally. So that is our vision, and to achieve the vision, our mission is to offer the state-of-art technical education program to shape the promising India with requisite skills, knowledge, research aptitude, values, ethics, ensuring the rewarding career. And we are working in line with the mission, and we are our different actions like OB implementation or promoting to the research activity, promoting to the entrepreneurship, all these activity leading toward the achieve the vision of the institute. Next slide. Next, please. Yeah, next. So RIT offers different UG program. You can see, diploma program. Mechanical engineering with 60 intake, automobile engineering with 30 intake, civil 60, computer engineering 60, electrical 60, and computer hardware and maintenance 30. So total 6 diploma program RIT offers. Next. Regarding UG, total 8 UG program offered by RIT. First one, mechanical engineering with 120 intake, civil engineering 60 intake, computer engineering 120, electronics and telecommunication engineering with 60 intake, mechanical automobile engineering 60 intake, electrical engineering 60. Recently we have started a new plan, that is mechatronics engineering with 60 intake, and computer science and information technology 60 intake. Total 600 intake for a UG program. Next slide. For PG, RIT offers 9 PG program in engineering. That is structural engineering, design engineering, power system and power electronics, construction management, mechanical thermal engineering, computer science and engineering, electronics, mechanical engineering, automobile and manufacturing engineering. Where also offers MBA program in Master of Business Administration with 120 intake, and second one recently we have started with the Master of Business Administration with 30 intake. Next, please. Next. Okay, next. Okay. Regarding external grant received by RIT, you can see every year, right from 17-18, we have received different research funding by different agencies. And as I mentioned earlier, also in last 3 years, more than 2 crore rupees research grant we have received by different agencies. Next slide. Yes, for academics point of view, as in our vision is to disseminate the knowledge. To disseminate the knowledge, our faculties are writing the paper as well as publishing the paper in reputed international journals, H-Index journal, SAI Index journal, Scopus Index journal. You can see even this particular slide is for the patent details also available in this slide. So total 48 patents we have filed, and I'm really happy to share with you that out of that 48, 6 patents we have already granted, and you can see that in tables also publication details, year-wise details of the faculty. Next. Next. Yes, as I mentioned that different startups are available in RIT campus. So out of that, commercialized research product, as I mentioned, you can see the different products. Electrical power stretcher trolley developed by our faculty, smart regulated power. In pandemics, our faculty of mechanical and electronic department, they have developed automatic hand sanitizer, and we have sold more than 1,000 quantity of this automatic hand sanitizer, and we generate revenue from that also. Even one more product, that is IoT based saline monitoring and control system with mobile app, and even we have give this particular product to the nearby hospitals also. Next. One more commercialized product is IoT based wireless water level control system with mobile app, and we have installed in different universities. Especially we have started this implementation within RIT itself, and once we got the success for this particular commercialized product, then we have sell that particular product to the other universities and other government organizations also. Next, please. And a few more commercialized research products like wireless security system, long range occupancy detection system, long range motion sensor, automatic code making machine, as well as programmable ringing bell, which is developed by our faculty. Yeah, so looking to all these products, we can realize that we are RIT is more focusing to promote research culture in the institute, as well as we are motivating our faculty to do the consultancy as well as research project. So research area for collaboration with the Bicol University is these are the listed research areas like entrepreneurship, vibration conditioning monitoring, is mechanical department. Really, they are working well. Our faculties are expert in vibration conditioning monitoring, so we can jointly collaborate with that. Even composite and smart material optimization, additive manufacturing. So I'm happy to share with that. Recently, at present, we are undergoing one FDP, online FDP on additive manufacturing in IR4. So under that, two of your professor, Dr. Jonathan Aroko, as well as Dr. Roberto will deliver. I think Roberto already delivered the session, and one more session we have planned of Dr. Jonathan under this online FDP. So already we have started to work together, work collaboratively. Then few more areas for non-destructive testing, that is NDT, artificial intelligence, atomic engineering, machine learning, image processing. So these are the areas we have identified for the joint collaboration. Next, please. See, international collaboration. In earlier slide, I mentioned that different universities we have foreign universities which we have collaborated. These are the few names of that international collaboration. Infrastructure University, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia; Asia University, Taiwan; National University of Taiwan; then Teesside University, UK; the University of Nottingham, Malaysia; University of Penang in Indonesia; then University of Malaya, Malaysia; Southern University, USA; Asia University, Taiwan. I'm really happy to share with that. We have MOU with these universities, as well as our few students already undergone internship, foreign internship, and they have visited the different universities. You can see the Asia University, 15 July 2019, our students have visited as well as undergone internship under this Asia University, Taiwan. Next slide. Even I, along with our honorable director ma'am, as well as the head global state, Dr. Shiddup Pikar, we have visited different foreign universities in Malaysia as well as in Thailand. Next slide. We have a separate global education exposure cell at RIT, and vision of this cell is to face the global challenges by pursuing internship, higher education, and research at well-developed foreign universities. And to achieve this vision, we are providing different platforms to the student. We are helping the student with the motivation, guidance, as well as whatever support they needed. We are providing the support to this foreign inspired students who want to do their higher study or internship in foreign universities. So you can see there more than 38 awareness program organized since its beginning from 2015 by this global education cell. Distinguished guests visited to RIT like from the countries like USA, Germany, Italy, and South Korea. 7 MOUs signed with the foreign universities, and at present in last year also four MOUs we have signed. Started in-campus coaching classes for the GRE, TOEFL, IELTS. So due to this coaching classes and due to this help, we got very good success. You can see the admission for MS. 87 students got the admission for MS in foreign countries. 4 students at present they are doing their PhD in foreign countries. Even foreign language coaching classes we are providing in RIT. So registration for German language, total 120 students registered for the German language, and they are on the verge of completion of the course, as well as 60 students completed registered for the Japanese language. Next slide. Next slide. Next. And these are next. Placement companies, RIT is having very good placement, and I am happy to share that around 80% average placement of RIT UG program. So these are the different companies which offer placement to our student. Next. These are the different placement. I will skip this slides. Yeah. Few infrastructure, we are having very good library, and that total library is air conditioned library is there, and number of books, reference books are 8,451. So very good facility, reading facility is available to the student. Different infrastructure for this particular library. Then you can see at the right hand side some extra for the extracurricular activity. Sport facilities are available for the student, like badminton court, basketball, and different grounds are there. Gymnasium is there, and at the right side, right corner, bottom corner, you can see Radio Sugar, already mentioned by Director Ma'am. Next, please. These are the again central facility, hostel, and all the glimpses are there. Next. Yeah, thank you. This is the overview of a short brief about the Rajaram Babu Institute of Technology. Thank you one and all.
Thank you very much for your presentations. We now come to the highlight of this virtual event, and that is the signing of the General Bilateral Agreement on International Cooperation between Bicol University Philippines and Rajarambapu Institute of Technology India. But before we proceed to the actual signing, may I give the virtual podium to Dr. Rivero to explain the coverage of the agreement.
Thank you very much, Abby. For the scope of our cooperation, it's actually articulated in our General Bilateral Agreement on International Cooperation, and we're going to focus on the 5 areas, such as the exchange of scholars. We will exchange professors, researchers, administrative staff, and of course, students. So along with, we'll do some faculty exchanges, students exchanges, researcher exchange programs, exchange of administrative stuff as well. Then we are also going to have like venture into an idea of creating a dual degree program for both parties. So we can actually develop here a dual or joint degree program leading to postgraduate degrees. And aside from that, we can also exchange academic information, documentation, materials, researches, and of course, publications. And we can also get into the context of development of joint research programs wherein both parties will work toward cooperative research on any related topics of interest or common interests. Then such collaborative research venture may involve exchange visits. Then lastly, we'll get into the creation or organization of other joint initiatives limited to such as the following, such as training courses, seminars, fora, conferences, congresses, symposia, and the like. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rivero. All right, may I now request everyone to sign the documents of GBA. May we now request all the signatories to please raise the document you have signed for the photo opportunity. Please don't cover your faces because we want you to be seen in the camera. Thank you very much. That officially seals the partnership between Bicol University, Philippines, and Rajarambapu Institute of Technology, India. Let us give ourselves a big round of virtual applause for this momentous event. May I now turn over the virtual podium to the deans and directors involved in this agreement for their words of commitment. Let us start with Dr. Amelia Gonzalez.
To all the esteemed and honorable officials of the RIT headed by Dr. Shusma Kulkarni, and to our very own President, Dr. Noli Mascarenhas, and to all other B officials virtually present here today, good afternoon. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. The College of Engineering would like to seal its commitment to this engagement and pursue relentlessly with dedication and consistency to all areas with bright opportunities in line with the various engineering programs, especially in research, instruction, and laboratory and field works, and then engaging at the same time for its faculty and student exchange program. Thank you very much. So bago na ako preparado.
Thank you very much, Engineer Gonzalez. May we now hear from Dr. Jonathan Arroco.
To our Bicol University President, Dr. Arnulfo M. Mascareñas, and the other officials of the university, to the Director of RIT, Dr. Sushma Kulkarni, and the Head Global Education and Exposure Cell, Professor Shailesh, and the other officials of RIT, good afternoon. The College of Industrial Technology is be a part of this collaboration with RIT. And we are expressing our commitment for the achievement of the objectives of this partnership. So that's all. Thank you very much, and let's all be safe.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jonathan. Now let us listen to Dr. Mary Joy B. Katangi.
Good morning, India. Good afternoon, Philippines. Dear colleagues from Bicol University and partners from the Raja Rambapu Institute of Technology. I am delighted that today, Bicol University and Raja Rambapu Institute of Technology, India, have sealed a bilateral agreement confirming our collaboration over the next 5 years, which will be focused on international cooperation in research and education and development exchange programs. I am truly honored to join you virtually academic collaboration. In this connection, with the support of our dear President, Dr. Arnulfo M. Mascareñas, and the faculty members and staff, this signals the BU Pulangi campus' strong commitment to deliver the expected outputs as clearly stated in the agreement. I fervently hope that this agreement will be developed into a genuine spirit of friendship where both parties agree to complement each other's efforts and embrace contributions to achieve our common goals. Our commitment to excellence motivates us to prepare plans for the future of what we envision for our university as a world-class university. As we look forward to other closer engagement with Raja Rambapu Institute of Technology, I am confident that this partnership among our faculty members, researchers, administrative staff, and students from our academic institutions will bring about many more successes in the next coming years. Thank you very much, and good morning again, India, and good afternoon, Philippines.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mary Joy Katangi. Now let us listen to the message of Dr. Sakin K. Patil.
Yeah, good afternoon, Bicol University's Philippines, and good morning, RIT dignitaries. So, as a Dean Academics, yes, I'm really happy we have signed this MOU or agreement between the Bicol University and RIT. Especially academics point of view, definitely we'll work on student exchange, faculty exchange, even joint paper publication, and even joint FDP type of program we can organize. Ultimate aim for this MOU academics point of view, we want to give the benefit to the stakeholder, that is student as well as the faculty. So internationally we can collaborate with these different activities, and definitely it will helpful to the students and faculty. So once again, I thank all the officials of the Bicol University for giving us the opportunity to collaborate with the Bicol University, and I wish all the success for this our collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sakin K. Patil. We would also like to hear the words of Dr. Abhijit P. Shah.
No, due to some engagement, Abhijit Shah is not here. Yeah, but I would like to add few comments. First of all, we are very glad, and of course, we would like to continue our collaboration in an active way that we have already started. That we organized one faculty development program, and from your side, we have received two expert speakers. So we have started the actual. What is the meaning of collaboration that we have initially started, that of course we are hoping the same in coming years too. So wish you all the best, and thank you so much to the officials of Bicol University. Thank you.
And last but not the least, we have Dr. Himlata Gaikwad.
Yeah. A very good afternoon to dignitaries at Philippines and good morning to dignitaries in India. It is a great pleasure to be witness of the signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding between our universities. I would like to give commitment from RIT that we will definitely work for this academic collaboration, student-faculty exchange, specifically as I am from the Management Studies and Business Administration. So I could see that you have School of Education, you have School of Social Work, Accountancy. So we'll be able to have faculty and student exchange in these areas. We have a Journal of Engineering Education also. So I think we can work collaboratively in writing education-related research papers and contribute to that journal. And I hope this association will definitely have good outputs in the near future to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Himlata. And thank you very much to the respected deans and directors. Your words of commitment will definitely see the future plans in motion. May I now give the virtual floor to Dr. Luis O. Amano for the closing remarks.
Thank you, Abby. Our beloved President, Dr. Arnulfo M. Mascareñas, our esteemed President of Raja Rambapo Institute of Technology, Dr. Susma Kulkarni, officials of Bicol University and of RIT, good afternoon, good morning. Partnership between institutions, like friendship between people, are built on shared values. And there can be no doubt that Bicol University and RIT share the same. The signing of this general bilateral agreement is yet another expression of our affinity in its power to bring people together to pursue a common purpose. We have laid down the areas of cooperations and have agreed to strengthen the bilateral relations between our universities. Our meeting today has reinforced our joint commitment to strengthen the following: development of mutually beneficial dual and double programs, development of joint research undertakings, exchange of students and faculty, reciprocal assistance of visiting academic staff and students, exchange of academic informations and documentations. Lastly, creation and organization of other joint initiatives. Allow me to give a final word of thanks for the wonderful atmosphere which we are in now. It has been a great pleasure, our dear colleagues, to have a fruitful dialogue with you today. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, India. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amano. We shall now end the live streaming of the virtual signing of the General Bilateral Agreement as we move on to the inception meeting. Thank you very much to everyone who joined us and witnessed this momentous event. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
This is the school we wish to sing, of a school to honor and revere, a temple built by man of firmness, a mold for you to walk with pride, for He will always be united, although we tread on distant lands. We all shall cherish what you've taught us, that you wholeheartedly gave forth. Eagle University, burning torch of wisdom, fount of courage, hope, and love, sea of truth and light. Eagle University, burning torch of wisdom.